I don't want my boyfriend's children to live with me. So I'm currently 21 weeks pregnant. I am waiting on a house flat at the moment. My boyfriend M30 is planning on moving in with me. He already has 2 kids from a previous relationship. He sees his kids 3 times a week, but he lives with his grandparents at the moment and his 2 kids can't stay over as there isn't any space. So when I get my own place, his kids will be staying over at my place for half the week along with my new baby. His children are misbehaved and me and him are barely ever on good terms. All he ever does is try to stress me out and argue with me whilst I am pregnant. I also don't agree with how he parents his 2 kids. He gives them whatever they want and lets them be rude to people. I want my son to have a nice family unit when he is born, but I just really don't want his 2 kids living with me for half the week whilst I have my baby. He's my first baby and I want it to all be about him, not my partner's spoiled children. Not only that, but I will be offered a 2-bedroom property, so my son won't be able to have his own bedroom if my partner's 2 kids move in. I am worrying as my only priority is caring for my newborn, not arguing with my partner or having 2 naughty kids in mine and my baby's home. And yes, I say my home as it's a single application. My on and off partner isn't even on the application as he has left it all down to me. I'm not sure how to go around this. Why are you allowing this man who you don't like to move in with you? He wouldn't even be allowed to if it is a single application. Just say no to him, then the issue of his children staying with you will not arise. So I just saw your post history, and it's mostly, well, almost entirely you complaining about your BF on this sub for over a year. And I saw your reply to another comment: no, people do not change after pregnancy. What is wrong with people? Why would you get pregnant by someone that you think is a horrible parent? Why would you expect him to just dump his other kids and focus on you and yours? This is probably one of the most selfish posts I've seen on here. He lives there, his kids are going to come over, simple as that. His kids may be terrible, but they're still his kids. Honestly, the answer is dump him or keep him, and his kids don't think there's a feasible middle ground of him dumping his kids. Break up with him. Don't know why you're with someone you argue with all the time. Definitely don't want to subject the baby to that relationship once it is born. Yeah, why do people have kids with people they hate? I don't get it. I guess my advice is break up and focus on your baby. So were you aware of all these red flags when you decided to make a baby with this man? How old are you? I will never understand why some women reproduce with guys who repulse them. Whatever you do, you are tied to this man you hate for the next 18 years. Good luck. Your past posts are a clear indication that you and your boyfriend are not compatible. I think you already know the answer to the questions you're asking, but I don't think it'll change what decision you make. Good luck. If you don't want his kids around, do him a favor and leave him. Your options here are: 1. Refuse to live with him. 2. Put up with his kids as he and them are sort of a package deal. Geez. Why did you even get pregnant with this man? He's a bad parent, doesn't have a home of his own, and you guys don't even get on. Treat him like the sperm donor he is and tell him he can't come and live with you and there is no room for his kids. Make it all about your kid as you want it to be. Good luck. It doesn't sound like you even like him, so why stay? Just leave him. Then all your problems are solved. Otherwise, his children will always be in your life. They will be anyway, since they are your son's half-siblings, but you're either gonna have to deal with them now or later. Being a single mother is hard, but it's a lot easier than being with a partner you don't even like or get along with and his 2 children all the time. Grow TF up, grow a spine. You're gonna be a parent FFS. You shouldn't even be dating him anymore. Nothing about your situation says nice family unit. All you're doing is showing your son that he can treat women like trash and still get all the benefits if a partner without being a good person. You need to set a better example for your kid before he even gets here. Do not let this man or his kids move in with you, and break up with him. You being scared is a crappy excuse. You shouldn't be having a kid if you can't even handle telling this guy no. Girl, you are making so much wrong decision in life right now, it's astonishing. I'm having a hard time empathizing. What are you even doing? You're going to struggle if this is how you think about his kids. I'd why you signed up for this since you wanted just him and not the family. Lights on and nobody's home. Good luck, girl. I'm confused. If he's such a bad father, why would you choose to have a kid with him? Also, I think it's unfair to blame the kids for being naughty. It's not their fault, it's their parents' failure, and denying them a relationship with their stepbrother or sister seems unfair and cruel. TBH. You sound like an evil stepmom. Shame on you. You can't just toss your partner's kids to be replaced by your baby with him. They don't have to be the center of your universe, but they are his kids. You chose to sign up for someone who has children. If you don't want to include them, then I see no hope for this relationship. I'd dump him. Besides, you don't like his parenting. You've signed up to deal with that too. If you choose to live with your BF, you just can't refuse your BF's children to come with him. He is their father too, and your baby's half-sibling. So choices is there. Don't live with your BF. Or accept it as part of him. Don't date a man who has children if you don't want those children around. You're screwed, homegirl. Time to break up with this guy, and figure out more effective dating strategies. Girl, you know he is a homosexual that's just simply looking for a roof and a mammy for his kids. Simply tell him that the landlord won't allow it and set up your baby's nursery. The end. And if this is some type of public housing, now you are looking to consider committing fraud. Prepare to be a single mother due to the above factors is my opinion. Besides, he argued with you just about your entire pregnancy. And where are those kids, mother? Yeah, go ahead and do yourself a favor and dodge this bullet. How about not dating someone who has kids? If he's going to move in, so does his kids. Did you really expect him to choose you over his kids? They are a package deal, whether you like it or not. The only solution is tell him not to move in. Simple, FFS. Emo sounds like you all need to break up then. You should have known that the kids came with the relationship going into it. Sorry to seem like an ass, just being brutally honest with you right now. I've been through this, I know, and I can tell you right now, if you aren't accepting of his kids from a past relationship, you guys are likely to fail. Why would you let him move in with you? Ditch this loser now. Is this a script for trashy life? Girl, why are you with a man with kids if you don't want his kids? You didn't need to be a step witch. He and his kids are a package deal. If you don't want them there, then he can't move in. It's that simple. Your child is going to grow up resenting you for making it grow up in such a terrible environment and for being such a pushover. Whether or not that guy is the baby's father, your child will understand you acted in its best interests by cutting him out of your life as well as his two gremlins. Why would you get pregnant by him if you don't like him and his kids? Are you trying to make him spend less time with his other kids so he can only cater your baby? If so, you're definitely fucked up and unfair, cause you knew he had other kids and you still chose to get knocked up. If you knew he had kids and you didn't like any of them, why would you continue to be with him instead of preventing your current situation? Based on this post, your responses and your other posts, bringing a child up in an environment like this is going to lead to a horrible child or a good child that's going to be so fucking hateful of you and your choices. All of that, and you still chose to have a kid with this guy? Why? You don't like him. Should have picked a better dude to impregnate you. Made your bed. I'm great. Worry about yourself. You're a mess.